most toxic women ever. Wait, what?
Will you marry me?
The most toxic women ever.
Mary Jane!
Yo, what the fuck was that? No, wait, what?
Will you marry me? Mary Jane!
I already expressed my love for Spider-Man in my previous video, but what I didn't tell y'all is there's one character from the Spider-Verse that I absolutely despise, solely because of
Mary
how much
Jane
they put
Watson.
Peter Parker through. It's not any diabolical evildoers like Green Goblin, Carnage, or worst of all, The Wall, but possibly worse, Mary Jane Watson from the 2002 Spider-Man movie. You're probably wondering why? What?
I feel like everybody hates this version of like Mary Jane from the Raimi Spider-Man movies trilogy. Bro, she's just for the streets, man. Like, nah. Every time she's on screen, I just want to like turn it off, bro. She done nothing. The entire movie, just like cry, be passed around to like boys, different dudes.
What did she do that could be so bad? Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm going to go through every toxic and manipulative thing she did to Peter Parker. And not just him either, but all the men she was with. And by the end of this video, you'll finally understand why she's the most toxic woman ever.
Treat me like what is. Don't get me dirty. Love on me.
Nah, bro should have picked Gwen Stacy. He had a Gwen Stacy in his movie in Spider-Man 3. Bro should have just stuck with Gwen.
Oh boy, yeah.
First, I'm gonna start it off with the original Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 1. You would expect this being the first movie for it to be a little more calm, but no, she's a bad person. So first thing we see from her is that she stops the bus for Peter. You know, very nice act, you know, selfless act. And you realize she's dating the bully. And that pretty much negates any act of kindness she does for Peter or anybody else who gets bullied by him. And it's like, oh, maybe she doesn't know. No,
Yo, shout out
no,
Trizzy,
she
bro.
knows.
What's
He does
good,
it
man?
right in front of her, and she doesn't care. You think a little, Flash, stop. It's gonna do anything? Then after Peter gets his powers, we find out she doesn't have the best of dad, so makes total sense now. And Peter, being the good guy that he is, you know, he just tries to chop it up with her to cheer her up a little. And it was working too. I mean, look at the face. You could tell she was falling in.
Nah, she was wrist up, bro. She was dating someone doing this. Flash. Peter's bully.
love.
Shit.
I gotta go.
Or not. And eventually she breaks up with Flash
There.
on graduation day of too, which is yo, that's ruthless.
She
That's like
faked
equivalent to
not to
telling your
lie.
grandma
Yeah,
she has
facts, bro.
cancer on her birthday. That's foul. But I can't lie, that's not the worst thing she's even done yet. Because then she gets with Peter's best friend Harry. But him getting with MJ was probably the worst decision.
Nah, this was out of nowhere, bro. She went out with Harry, man. I think they had even like zero interaction when the movie started. That's crazy. She's just for the streets, bro.
He made, because she does not care about him
Oh
at
my
all.
God,
The first thing she does is let Peter know that she's dating his best friend, and then she tells Peter, we should go out for lunch sometime, don't tell Harry.
Oh!
Okay, kind of really sus, but it's not cheap.
And she kissed Spider-Man.
I don't think people realize how messed up this kiss is. Okay, so one, she doesn't know the dude, so she doesn't know it's Peter. So as a viewer, you shouldn't feel happy for Peter. She thinks she's kissing some other dude. Two, she's
Yeah,
cheating
true.
on Harry. And three, she doesn't know the dude. Again, that's nasty. And this is all to say thank you because he saved her once? You're telling me the homeless dude I gave money to yesterday should be trying to make out with me just because I gave him $1? And the worst part about this is that right before this, she was still flirting with Peter, so it seemed like she was gonna cheat regardless. Peter asked how her and Harry were doing. She said, why so interested? Like, and the most messed up part is there is
She's
not
just
an ounce
rage
of
baiting at
remorse in
this
her
point.
face. We don't get to see her reflecting on her actions. If anything, she's open about how much she loves Spider-Man. She was on the phone with Harry talking about,
He's just incredible. Like, so incredible. But anyway.
Wait, I don't remember this scene.
like, Harry did not catch a break. Next thing that happened is that he walked in on Peter pretty much rizzing up his girl. And again, I gotta backtrack. Mary Jane came talking to
This is why I don't feel bad for Harry Osborn in the Raimi trilogy. Like, bro, just Bro just had to deal with Mary Jane. Of all the women he could have got, he got Mary Jane, bro. Even Peter. Peter should have just went with like Gwen Stacy. And Harry should have went with any other girl. I mean, he's rich. He's like good looking. Bro went with Mary Jane. Oh my god.
Peter, who she knows for sure at this point. If she doesn't know, she's just who she knows for sure likes her. She came to him to talk about how much she loves Spider-Man while still dating Harry
And
look how
flirting
happy
with
she is
Peter.
to talk about this. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm glad Goblin kidnapped her because she deserved at least a little bit of bad karma for this. I don't even know how she survived this whole situation. Her forearm strength must be insane. Look at that catch. Look at it. And then by the end of the first movie, when her and Harry are broken up, she decides the best place for her to confess her feelings to Peter is at Harry's dad's funeral.
Oh my god, that is such. I don't know. what
Wow,
to say,
standing
bro.
ovation. We're off to an amazing start. So at the end of the first movie, after Mary Jane confessed her feelings to Peter, he pretty much told her, I gotta do my own thing since I'm Spider-Man, but you don't know that, so I just gotta do my own thing. So the first time we see her is
Nah,
at
bro,
Peter's
should've just
birthday
dipped
party
for
with
good.
her, Harry, and Peter, which is like probably so awkward. I don't think I'd be able to do it. And Mary Jane starts this movie off hot. I cannot hold you. This is the most toxic she's ever been. So first thing she does is go
Spider-Man
up to
2?
Peter and try forcing him to confess that he loves her. She was
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is like the most toxic Mary Jane she's ever been. Even more toxic than 3. But that's kind of hot take because she was a hag in like Spider-Man 3.
busting out all the stops, the face touch, the eye contact, and she almost got him too. She had my boy Peter saying
Oh boy, yeah.
MK Ultra levels of manipulation, but Peter held it down and didn't say
Yo,
a
Peter,
word,
lock
even
in, bro.
confess any
Lock
feeling.
the
And I
fuck
know
in.
this got her tight. Look at her face. And right after, she does one of
Bro
the most
folded
petty
4K.
things I've ever seen
No
in
way,
cinema
man.
history. She immediately walks away and says, by the way, I'm seeing somebody, and just sits there and waits for my boy Peter's reaction. Do you know how messed up that is?
Bro, I'm getting pissed just watching this video. You can see how I hated her when I watched the Spider-Man trilogy. I hate her so much, bro.
Like, let that happen to me. I might just.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
So in this movie, Mary Jane's an actress, so, you know, she has plays and stuff. And she really wanted Peter to go to hers. But, you know, Spider-Man stuff comes up, and Peter wasn't able to make it. And MJ,
She's engaged. Harry watches her play, and she wants Peter to watch her play. She's concerned about Peter watching her play while being engaged.
well, she took this
You
to
see
the
how
heart. 'Cause
fucked
next
up
time
she
she sees
is?
Peter, you know what happens? She agrees to get married to the dude just to get back at Peter. You know how messed up this is to Peter and to the guy she's with? He's just an innocent bystander who's getting in the
You know what's worse? She made that dude, this random dude, bro. She made this dude do the Spider-Man kiss. Oh my god, she's high. Like, what are you smoking?
way. Like, she's just using the man. There's that scene where she tells him to lay a certain way so
Exactly.
she could kiss him and pretend like she's kissing Spider-Man, pretty much confirming that she's still thinking about Spider-Man and Peter while with this dude. Then later in the movie, she's telling Peter again, you love me. Just say it. You love me. And when Peter tells her
Bro,
no,
she
she's like, kiss me.
gaslighting
Go
for
ahead,
real.
kiss me. Mind you, she's still engaged to the dude. The ring is literally right there. They show it in the shot. Then she gets kidnapped again. And after Peter comes to save her and he convinces Doc Ock that he's good again and all this stuff, the whole place starts collapsing on them, and Peter's holding it up by himself, the whole place, and she's under him, and she has the audacity to say, you do love me.
Jesus,
Get out the way!
just
And at
move.
the end of the movie, after they do all this lovey-dovey, confess love stuff, she does one of the most messed up things I've seen in my life. So at this point, we know the guy she's married to, Jameson, she doesn't love him. We know that. She's in love with Peter.
Jameson.
So a normal person would
Hey,
call
J.
off
Jonah
the
J-
wedding
Nah,
and
that's
just
J.
get
Jonah
with
Jameson.
Peter. But Mary Jane, since she's an actress and she wants to be in this fantasy world where she gets to be dramatic as hell and all this stuff, she waits till the day of their wedding and then just runs away to Peter, probably leaving the dude with years and years, and I'm talking years of emotional damage. Like, that man is DTB for life. He ain't trusting no one.
She's
And by the end of this
terrible,
movie,
bro.
she confesses to Peter
She was
again.
smiling. Bro, look at that smile.
Probably leaving the dude with years and years.
That's
and I'm talking
horrible.
years of emotional damage. Like, that man is DTB for life. He ain't trusting no one. And by the end,
Bro, she's smiling while running away from getting married. That is so
In this
evil.
movie, she confesses to Peter again, and she pretty much says they'll be together no matter what. Him being Spider-Man, him being Peter Parker, it doesn't matter. They're gonna get through it all together. And if you watch the third movie, you know that's cap. From a cinematic standpoint and from the Mary Jane standpoint, this is probably the worst one. Still my favorite though. So at the beginning of this movie, Mary Jane's still an actress, but now she's like big, like Lizzo. Fame-wise. And her and Peter are truly in love now. Like, nothing could go wrong. Peter was even ready to get engaged and everything. But then, you know, it's Mary Jane, so nothing could ever be normal in a relationship. She gets fired, which wasn't her fault, okay? That's normal. But normally, people who get fired don't start to envy their partner, because that's exactly what Mary Jane does. She starts to get mad at Peter for being Spider-Man, when in the last movie, she literally just accepted that he was Spider-Man, and there are things that come with being Spider-Man. So now she's jealous? But let me slow down.
They don't even know that Peter is Spider-Man. Like, Peter still lives in his broke apartment. Like, his minimum wage pay job. And she's jealous.
I'm not gonna act like Mary Jane is all bad, because Peter was tweaking in this movie. He really kissed Gwen Stacy in a crowd full of people, knowing his girlfriend is right there. Like, he just said bye to her a second ago, and he still kissed her in front of everyone. And I thought he would apologize. I honestly did, but he just said, "Oh, that's just a girl from class." This man is the worst gaslighter on the planet. Mary Jane is still an L though, because when she was mad at Peter, she had the audacity to tell him that's our kiss, when she was doing the same thing in the last movie.
Yo, nah, our kiss. Yo,
with her fiance. Mary Jane eventually actually forgives Peter, not being petty at all. She comes to him saying she wants to be there for him, and she knows he made a mistake, and she forgives him. And like I said, Peter was tweaking this movie. He literally hits her with a, "Okay, I don't need your help." And since Peter was being so rude to Mary Jane, she thought that the only way to get back at him was to go back to her old ways. So she cheats on him with Harry.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
I would say I didn't see this coming, but she cheats on someone in every single Spider-Man movie. She is literally 3 for 3. So then now Peter comes to apologize to her. This is so toxic. He starts saying he loves her, and she's like, "No, we can't be together. No, no, no."
There's someone else. I've fallen in love with someone else.
I woke up Chris.
But it turns out it was Harry who was behind it all, and he just wanted to demoralize Peter. But she did actually cheat though. That was real. So now to get back at MJ, yo, this back and forth never stops. Peter takes Gwen Stacy to the bar where MJ works and just starts dancing with her. Definitely the most cringe sequence in the
yeah, oh my god, bro, this shit was so cringe.
Movie. Gwen Stacy honestly deserves so much better in every single movie. If it's not her back getting broken or her best friend dying, it's this. And I know I made that Chris Breezy joke a second ago, but Peter actually slaps her. Eventually, again, Mary Jane gets kidnapped, and again, she saves herself. I'm telling you all that forearm strength. And both of her exes team up to stop the villains. Harry dies though, so I guess she chose the right one. So the movie ends with Peter and MJ, I guess, forgiving each other or something. I don't know, it's pretty vague. They just kind of hold hands and smile at each other. And I could presume they lived happily ever after. As y'all can see though.
Well, he did say in Spider-Man No Way Home that they're kind of making it work or something like that. I forgot. But yeah, I think he and MJ are still dating.
The 2002 MJ is clearly the most toxic woman ever, but it's not just her. All Mary Janes are like this. There's a 1994 MJ. She was crazy. She literally jumped off a building so Peter could prove that he loved her. And then there was that one time she got sent to another dimension, and she eventually came back, but it turned out that wasn't her. That was a water clone, which makes sense because the bitch wasn't crazy. The real MJ actually got remarried in the other dimension to a dude named Paul and forgot about Peter Parker.
Bro, I saw this comic. Nah.
Then there's the new MJ, Zendaya, who I wasn't gonna mention at all, but as I was recording this video, the trailer for her new movie came out, and clearly she's the worst one of all. I really thought she was super innocent, but no, she was getting tag teamed in that trailer. Mary Jane being a thought has to be a canon event. My condolences go out to Tom Holland. As I said earlier though, MJ is the most toxic woman in the universe. My fellas watching this, try to avoid women like this, because even if you give them the world, the second they go to another dimension, they'll leave you for a guy named Paul.
Chat.
And moral of the story,
I hope none of you get MJ in your life, bro.